I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
The other game that I tried out on Thursday night, was what was it called? Pokemon Champions. Okay, so what is Pokemon Champions? It is a free-to-play game currently on the Switch and Switch 2, but eventually they are going to port it to mobile devices. It's not there yet. I think they said coming this summer to mobile devices. So when you're playing a game where they're claiming that it's going to be cross-platform like that, it means it's a mobile game. Like, no exaggeration, it's a mobile game. And to be honest, that's exactly what this game feels like. It's a mobile game experience. In Pokemon Champions, there's no open world roaming. There's no towns. There's no gyms. All you're doing is constant online battles with your team of Pokemon. Okay? The way it works is that they start off giving you free Pokemon. So you get pulls, essentially, where you get a choice of like 6 to 8 Pokemon, and you select the one you want out of that pull, and you can keep that Pokemon. Now, you only get a few free ones. After that, you have to fight and build up, and once you do, all right, then you basically get rid of this idiot. Then she's distracting me. Then you basically get to earn points as you play. The points are used to either upgrade the Pokemon, meaning you can change their stats around. You can select different moves to put into their movesets. You can also use the points to get more Pokemon for your teams. Or eventually, from what I'm being told, you can actually buy customizables for your avatar and stuff like that too. So the more you play, the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you spend. The more you spend, the more you get. And that's the mobile game formula. Now, I guess you can spend real-world money to accelerate that process. So you don't have to wait around endlessly grinding in this game to unlock stuff. You could just spend real-world money to get the stuff immediately. Hence, why there were some people who I saw had ridiculous amounts of stuff unlocked right from the get-go. It's like, well, how did they get this crazy avatar with a bunch of clothes on it? They must have bought it, right? But also, apparently, you can import your Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Now, I'm not sure how that works because I don't check out Pokemon Home. I guess what this is like an app that transfers Pokemon between Pokemon games. I've never used it, so I don't really understand it. And I didn't use it for my session. I was like, I just want to play it cold and see what it is, free to play, without importing, without spending. Let's just see what this game is. So I didn't buy the starter pack because, of course, they immediately offer a starter pack for like $8 that has a bunch of extra currency and pulls. And I did not import any Pokemon. I just played it cold. All right? So here's the deal. Pokemon Champions looks okay, runs at 30 frames per second, but being that it's a mobile game that's a turn-based Pokemon competitive fighter rather than an open world where you're roaming and stuff, the 30 frames isn't bad. The graphics aren't really negatively affected by this. Now, it should run 60, but it doesn't. I don't know if they're ever going to improve it to make it run better, but for what it was, I really enjoyed my time with Pokemon Champions. I'm not going to lie here. I actually found it very entertaining. I won a bunch of duels. I lost a few duels. Overall, throughout the end of the night, I was at like rank 2 of the Beginners League. I think it's called the Pokeball League. So I had already climbed like 2 or 3 ranks by doing these fights. It seems like it's a lot of luck because, for example, you might pick a team because you pick a team of 3 Pokemon, okay? And you go against a team of 3 opposing Pokemon. You may just have bad luck because it is blind select. Like, you get to see 6 Pokemon on their side that they may choose from. Or is it 8? It's either 6 or 8. And then you have 6 or 8 that you can choose from. And you may just get bad luck and pick the ones that sadly get countered by the ones on the other side. Or maybe you'll luck out and you'll pick all Pokemon that counter theirs. Because you don't know. It's more blind select. You're guessing who they're going to select for the fight. And, of course, it's heavily reliant on knowing the elemental weaknesses, knowing the different kinds of status effects and things. It's kind of the polar opposite of a game like Pokemon Legends ZA. In Pokemon Legends ZA, because they made it active time battles, and it was just like constant, active movement because of that. All right? Basically, there was no time to ever care about element, or not elements, the weakness, not weaknesses, the status effects. That's what I meant to say. There was no reason to care about status effects whatsoever. All you would do is throw out your Pokemon, immediately start hammering the most powerful moves as much as you can to beat the other Pokemon right away, and then on to the next, and then on to the next, swap out for the elemental weaknesses, and that's it. In this game, it's very slow, calculated. Okay, turn 1. What do I want to do? Oh, maybe cast Sleep. Now they're asleep. Now turn 2. Cast a buff for the party. Cast, because it's team-based, the buffs can actually do really well. Like, for example, put out, what's it called? The screen, light screen. Oh, well, now that light screen will apply to everyone on my team during the different fights that are going to take place. So it's very different than the modern Pokemon games. It kind of is a throwback to classic Pokemon. And like this tipper said in their $1.50 tip, it makes you understand why Pokemon dueling can be its whole other thing outside of the single player nature of Pokemon and how big that's grown. The dueling actually can get pretty addictive. And over the course of 2 hours of just doing these online duels, I actually was having a lot of fun, right? There was one fight where, I got completely obliterated by fire element, which was my weakness. And I it was really funny to see me because I tried to rage quit, and the game actually has an anti-rage quit mechanic, so you can't rage quit the game. I was like, oh, they got me. That's fucking hilarious. And then I got burned to a crisp. Like, oh my God. So personally, I really love the game. I would definitely play it, but there's a couple of factors involved. Okay. Factor number 1, I'm already playing Pokemon Fire Red, and that playthrough already has an audience and already has people coming by for it and supporting it. How on earth am I going to play 2 Pokemon games at once? The answer is I'm not. There's no way I'm going to get enough engagement and support for 2 separate Pokemon playthroughs at the same time. That'd be like, I'm playing Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. I decided to start Dragon Quest X today. That ain't going to work, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, even though attendance was actually great, engagement was also great, support was actually abysmally bad for this stream, except for one person who came by and supported the stream and admitted they're not even watching the game. They were just here to talk to me. So if it weren't for this person coming by and saying, hey, I want to support your streams, here's a bunch of contributions, the stream would have actually done terribly. It would have only made like $50. Okay? So what I think the problem is this game could work, but this has to be a playthrough that we build up, we get people hooked on, and people who like Pokemon will come by and support it. But how do you do that when they're already coming by and supporting a completely separate Pokemon playthrough? The answer is you don't. So I think the determination that we've come to here is that this game actually could work for my rotation, and it actually will, just not right now. Like, I think that maybe we should come back to Pokemon Champions as a competitive night stream once a week, maybe twice a week in the future, once we beat Pokemon Fire Red. Okay? I'm down for that, to give it a shot. Maybe try to import Pokemon from other games into Pokemon Home and bring them into Champions, see how that mechanic works, see, what we could do with these online duels or whatever. I think that would actually work really well. But we can't do it now. There's absolutely positively no way. All right. Yeah, Frog, let's pose together. Thank you to CC for a $2 super chat. How was your weekend, Philip? It was great. I've already talked about it, CC. So just rewind the podcast a little bit, and I'll tell you how good my 2 days off were, because they were very good days. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. All right. Okay. So, in summary, after Thursday's new release testing, Invincible Versus is an incredibly simple game for simpletons. It doesn't have anything complex or entertaining to it. It's a button masher's delight. It's a whole mini game of tagging in and out, and that's the only complex thing about it. The rest of the game sucks, plus the online connections suck. I'm not playing that game. It's a waste of anyone's time who actually is intelligent and likes fighting games. I'm not doing it. Everyone else can enjoy it if they want. That's a stupid game. I'm not playing it. Pokemon Champions, I actually like. I very much enjoyed it. I would like to play it further, but I can't play it right now because we're already doing Fire Red. I'm not going to get the same audience to show up twice for 2 different Pokemon streams to support them. It's not going to happen. And I don't think that's a realistic request either, right? That's just not going to happen. So I would like to go back to Pokemon Champions in the future, but I can't do it right now. Let's play through Fire Red, and once Fire Red is completed, then we will consider bringing in Pokemon Champions. And to be honest, I think Champions will get a big boost once the mobile version actually releases in the summer. So when that happens, maybe that's when we go back to it and we give it a look. But I think it's actually not a bad game. Okay, let's do some shout-outs here.